Next, the test, lift, hold, bingo, and lift, hold, bingo. Okay, so we're testing for inhibition. There's no such thing as gluteal amnesia or whatever people want to call it. So if this is a really good one for patient education. So if he lifts up, and this is a low back pain patient, he lifts up and I test and he stutters and fails, I can say, okay, did you feel like you were using your hamstring, your butt cheek, or your back? And he's gonna probably say back and say, that's what hurts, that reproduced my symptoms. So I already know from that information, inhibition, reproduce symptoms somewhere else. So low back pain patients that have low back pain on our screen with extension, I'm immediately thinking glute max, okay? So this muscle in this position should be stopping me, okay? So if he cramps in his hamstring or he says it feels like I'm using hamstring and he doesn't feel like he's using this, I go palpate, I come back and I retest and say, okay, now what's it feel like? And he'll say, yeah, that felt like my butt cheek and now my back pain is gone, or I don't cramp in my hamstrings. So this is really good patient education to say, okay, the first time this didn't do its job, which means your body has to compensate somewhere else. You compensated either here or here, and that's why you had those symptoms. So now that I've reversed the inhibition, or if it's a layperson, now that I've plugged that muscle in so this fires, now you're using this appropriately so when you walk and